My in-laws invited themselves on our anniversary vacation, so I changed the resort to one they'd never forget. Devin and I had been planning this trip for 8 months. 5 nights at an adults-only resort in Cabo, private beach, couples spa. After 10 years of marriage and 2 kids, we'd earned this. Then Judith called. "We saw your resort booking confirmation on Devin's laptop," she said cheerfully. "Howard and I checked. They have availability the same week. Won't it be wonderful to celebrate together?" My stomach dropped. Devin's parents had a talent for inserting themselves into our lives. They'd shown up unannounced on our honeymoon cruise, hosted Thanksgiving at our house without asking, redecorated our nursery while we were at the hospital having our second child. This was supposed to be ours. "Mom," Devin said when I told him, "we really need this time alone." "Nonsense," Judith replied. "Family should celebrate together. Besides, we already booked." I looked at Devin, waiting for him to fight harder. He just sighed. "It'll be fine. We'll make the best of it." That's when I decided to make some changes. I called the resort and canceled our reservation. Then I spent 3 hours researching alternatives. I found exactly what I needed. The week before our trip, I casually mentioned to Judith that the resort had an amazing new wellness program. "They're very holistic," I said. "That sounds lovely," she replied. She had no idea. We arrived at the resort first. Devin was confused about the decorative changes. Lots of earth tones and minimalist furniture. "Where's the bar?" he asked. "About that," I said. Judith and Howard arrived 3 hours later. I watched from our balcony as they approached the check-in desk. The receptionist's smile was professional as she explained the resort's philosophy. I couldn't hear the conversation, but I saw Judith's face transform. Confusion, disbelief, horror. She marched toward our villa, Howard trailing behind. "This is a wellness retreat," Judith announced, bursting through our door. "They don't serve alcohol, or meat, or coffee." I mentioned it was holistic, I said innocently. "You said wellness program, not vegan detox prison." Devin looked between us, slowly piecing things together. "There's a mandatory 5 a.m. yoga session," Howard added weakly. "I want coffee," Judith said through gritted teeth. "Real food, a martini." "The resort is adults only," I explained. "Very exclusive, no outside food or drink allowed." Devin was trying not to laugh. "You did this on purpose," Judith accused. "I chose a resort that aligned with our anniversary goals," I said. "You invited yourselves. I assumed you'd researched it." The next 5 days were spectacular. While Judith and Howard suffered through green juice cleanses and silent meditation, Devin and I sneaked to the staff area. The resort employees, delighted by our situation, smuggled us real food, wine, and access to the adults-only pool cabanas that Judith's wellness package didn't include. We watched from our villa as Judith attempted yoga, her face purple with rage. Howard fell asleep during meditation and was gently corrected with singing bowls. They tried to leave early, but I'd booked them non-refundable packages as an anniversary gift. On our actual anniversary, Devin and I dressed up for the resort's secret speakeasy, a hidden restaurant that only certain guests knew about. We ate steak and drank expensive bourbon while his parents learned about the healing properties of wheatgrass. "You're diabolical," Devin whispered, kissing me. "I'm strategic," I corrected. When we all flew home, Judith and Howard looked thinner and angrier. "That was the worst vacation of my life," Judith announced at baggage claim. "Really?" I asked. "Devin and I had the best anniversary ever. So relaxing." She stared at me with pure hatred. Finally, she understood. "You're never planning family trips again?" she said. "Oh, I won't," I agreed. "Because you're never inviting yourselves again." Devin squeezed my hand. We collected our luggage and walked away. 6 months later, when Judith suggested joining our Christmas vacation, she stopped mid-sentence. "Actually," she said, "you two should have alone time." Devin grinned at me across the room. Sometimes people need a wellness retreat to learn boundaries, even if they don't know that's what they're getting.